That is a difficult question because I'm in the IT and the technology industry. I support the different industries in their innovation, in their digital transformation. So that's one thing that is important. In our case, again, there are so many things happening with different disruptive technologies. Look at AI and the things that they are doing with AI. Something interesting there, and it's not an innovation, but I think it's important to emphasize, it's how this conversation about ethics, it's related to how you should really leverage artificial intelligence. Probably the most recent one, and it's not an innovation, but it's something that they just announced last week, Google, it's about this quantum supremacy. I mean, we've been discussing about blockchain and about artificial intelligence and machine learning, and the thing that they just announced a few weeks ago, it was quantum supremacy. What does that mean? I really don't know. Probably in other industries, they might mention very specific innovations. I believe they can. In our industries, it's more how you develop certain innovations in order to support those different industries. And we work with most of industries, right? And there are so many things happening. But all of them related to, again, artificial intelligence, machine learning, certainly blockchain, and quantum computing. I truly believe that because how fast it is changing and how unexpectedly sometimes things arrive, the two skills that are very, very important in CEOs, one is agility, is to understand that things move as fast as no one ever imagined before. So there's no time for you to sip and try to understand it and then define the strategy that will work best. So one is agility. And some people don't have that skill because they're more used, let me say it that way, to take the time to understand it and to define. Today, it's agility will be the first one, and the other one will be flexibility, because you have to move fast and adapt to whatever changes are needed. And sometimes the CEO, it's not necessarily embracing that, or sometimes they think that they do have the time or that they can change some things. So today I will always emphasize agility and flexibility, and not just Latin America, and in everywhere. In Latin America, certainly, because there are so many things happening, not just in the tech space, but in the political space and economic, and so let's see what kind of opportunities we might find, and then again, show that you can grab them or you can even define them and adapt to those changes and transform your business so it can be aligned to whatever you're perceiving. I think that the most important challenge that we face today, it's uncertainty. Certainly talent. We always said that it's talent is there, that it's always a challenge to find the right talent, the brightest talent. But today's uncertainty, you don't know really what's the next technology, right? You don't know what's really going to happen in certain economies, or what's the political system going to be. So that uncertainty is really the challenge. It's really the challenge. And that's why I will go back to agility and flexibility. If you don't understand that there's no way to plan things ahead, then what you have to do is be ready for whatever happens, right? I think you can keep your vision where you want to be or the position that you want to have, but what you cannot necessarily do is a long-term strategy or even a midterm. I think today is much more about 2 years. Think of the kind of technologies that were not here 2 years ago. Think of companies like WeWork that one day are valued at $60 billion, and the next day, it's probably or not next day, but the following week, it's $6 billion. What was their strategic plan? Those kind of things happen one way or the other. Companies that disappear one day, or things that come when you didn't expect and impact completely your strategy. Think about Chile. Would you ever imagine that Chile was going to face the crisis they're facing since last week? I think if you ask anyone, probably 2 weeks ago, will say Chile is the most stable economy, it's the most sophisticated, it's where there's not as much inequalities in any other country. And what happened last week? Completely unexpected. So different perspectives and different things will have a huge impact to do that strategic planning.